33 days of the Iran war. We have seen Iran has shown the world really that they're not someone to be played with. When President Trump and Netanyahu came up with this plan that they was going to start this war, they was going to murder the supreme leader and his entire family, I'm pretty sure they thought it would be over after that within about 48 hours max. They thought they would maybe achieve a regime change out of this, and it looks like everything that they predicted and everything that they planned has completely failed. It's completely failed. I'm pretty sure most of us knew that it wouldn't end that way. We know the resilience of the Iranians. We know how brave they are. And we know it doesn't matter who's in charge of Iran. They all have the same goals. They're all fighting back against this Zionist terrorism. And yeah, I don't know what they were thinking, basically. I don't know what they were thinking. Mystic Camper said, agreed. Looks like the genocidal Zionist imperialist PDF scum have bitten off more than they could chew. They fucked around with Iran, thinking it was another Venezuela, and are now finding out it's no Tea Party. I think it's going to be Vietnam 2.0, death to imperialists. Yeah, man, it's they definitely underestimated Iran. That's not even hard to see. I know they thought. I think they thought maximum this would last 2 weeks. They thought, oh, you know, last time it was 12 days. They're going to go maximum 2 weeks. They're going to run out of missiles. They're going to give up. They're going to lose too much. No, it's the complete opposite. It's 33 days in, and Iran are making them look like idiots. They're literally mocking them. They're trolling them. They're trolling them on social media as well. But yeah, let's get into some clips. So first of all, we've got the traitor. Al-Jalani, of course, the US's puppet that they installed in Syria, ex-ISIS head chopper, the lot, and he's of course on the side of the Zionists in America. Of course he is. He's been a good little puppet like they wanted him to be. But he was actually in the UK as well, which is crazy to me. It's crazy that they're literally letting this guy roam around, but that's for another day. But Iran, he said, Iran has a problem of trying to manufacture ballistic missiles and the nuclear bomb, and trying to influence other countries. Oh, here we go. This is a good puppet. It's a good little puppet for the Americans.
The problem of trying to manufacture the ballistic missiles and the nuclear bomb and trying to influence other countries. We recommend negotiations rather than military power because it will lead to more dangers.
Of course you're on the side of the Zionists. Of course you're on the side of the Americans. Thank you, Potato Overlord. I'm doing well, brother. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing good as well. But yeah, we saw some more effects of the Israeli and American terrorism in Tehran. We've got footage here from people on the scene, and they show you the aftermath of all the terrorist attacks.
حوالی ساعت 5:40 بامداد امروز 12 فروردین ماه منطقه مسکونی در غرب تهران مورد اصابت قرار گرفته. همکنون عوامل امدادی جمعیت هلال احمر و همه نیروهایی که باید در صحنه حضور داشته باشند در حال جستجوی منزل به منزل هستند. این جستجو هستند که سگ‌های زنده یاب هم همینطور که مشاهده می‌کنید روی آوار در حال جستجو هستند. این آواری که مشاهده می‌کنید در محل اصابت جایی هستش که علیرضا مراقب باش آوارو جایی هستش که منطقه مسکونی بوده و تیم سگ‌های زنده یاب دارن اینجا رو جستجو میکنن. سایر امدادگران منزل به منزل تا کوچه های همجوار اینجا رو دارن بررسی میکنن تا اگر مصدومی احتمالی بود.
See, unfortunately, I don't know what he's saying, but you can see the chaos and the destruction that have been caused by these terrorists. But don't worry, that won't bring the Iranians down. They will continue to fight. They used to live in under terrorism. They used to Zionists and Americans constantly attacking them, so it's nothing new. Professor Morandi, of course, the legend Professor Morandi, made a tweet, and he said, "No one in Iran believes anything Trump says. The Epstein coalition is preparing for escalation and invasion, and the markets are closed for 3 days this weekend. The Islamic Republic is fully prepared. Global economic depression is approaching." It's true, and he's a very smart man, and pretty much everything he says is it's bang on the head. He hits it bang on the head. Also got Keir Starmer trying to fence it. He said the war in Iran is not our war, and the country will not be drawn into the conflict, and that involvement is not in the national interest. I was saying this yesterday, yeah. It's funny that people like Keir Starmer people like all these other EU countries, they was happy to sit there and support the genocide going on in Gaza. They was happy to support the killing of civilians and children and women in Lebanon. But when it comes to Iran, they're definitely moving a bit more scared. They realise that Iran can actually do some fucking serious damage. We're not fighting babies and children anymore. We're fighting the IRGC. You know, they've got a powerful army. And it's just funny. It's just funny how they're all cowards now. They're all saying that they don't want to be involved, and it's upsetting Trump. And it's upsetting the Zionists. It will be interesting to see how this plays out. I know if push comes to shove, they're still going to be doing the little secret deals behind closed doors and all that. But they don't want to openly say that they're supporting this war. They know it will get very long for them. Dave 33, exactly, man. Starmer's bought and paid for a Zionist. Yeah, he is. He's definitely a Zionist. But let's play the clip anyway.
This is not our war. We will not be drawn into the conflict. That is not in our national interest. And the most effective way we can support the cost of living in Britain is to push for de-escalation in the Middle East.
Yeah, okay, mate. Okay, whatever you say, buddy. What's going on here? And then Putin, with a fucking based statement, Putin came out and he said, Iran fulfilled all of its obligations under the well-known nuclear deal. All of them. Then US President Trump unilaterally decided to withdraw from the agreement, while the Europeans were saying, yes, it's bad that the Americans have withdrawn, but you Iranians must comply with everything. I apologise if this sounds a bit rude, but what the hell are the Iranians supposed to comply with? What the hell are they supposed to comply with? He's right, what are they supposed to comply with? Let's play the clip anyway. W fucking Putin, man. W Putin, always hitting it bang on the head. So let me subtitle it for you. So he says, Iran has been fulfilling all of its obligations under the famous agreement that we just mentioned. That's it. No claims can be made against Iran. Then the United States unilaterally decided to withdraw from this agreement, and the Europeans continued to demand from Iran that it fulfill its obligations. I'm sorry, but that's just nonsense. You know, Iran didn't pull out of the agreement. The US did. Former President Trump made a decision to withdraw from the agreement, and the Europeans were saying, yeah, it's not good that the Americans pulled out, but you Iranians must comply with everything. Why the hell should Iranians do it? Sorry if it sounds a bit rude in Russian. And he's literally laughing while he's saying it. It's a laughing matter. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How the fuck why are the Iranians going to comply with this bullshit? Like, why? He's even laughing at them. He's laughing. He knows it's a joke. Like, what the hell? Stupid fucking Western countries, man. Stupid fucking Westerners. Yeah, W Putin, man. Always on the right side of history. Also, Iran placed an image containing a quote from former Turkish Prime Minister Nesmettin Erbakan, on a missile it launched at Israel. And they said, Israel does not understand words. Israel only understands force. So yeah, base as always. And also the commander of the Army Ground Forces advised American military families to contact their children in West Asia within the next 24 hours. So obviously this is the Iranian commander. And he said, CENTCOM has resorted to severe censorship in announcing the statistics of killed American soldiers. We recommend that within the next 24 hours, families of American military personnel contact their children who have been deployed to West Asia. We will see what happens. It's going to be intense. It's getting a bit intense. What do you guys think is going to happen? Also, a heartbreaking video we saw of an Iranian Oh, we've got a... What's that? A kick from Mystic. Thank you, brother. So yeah, an Iranian father was shattered as his wife and daughter were killed when the US-Israeli strikes struck their residential neighborhood while he returned home. And this is the sad thing about this, man. Iran are always hitting the military bases. They're always avoiding civilian casualties as much as possible. And America and Israel just have like relentless bombing campaigns on their homes. You know, they don't give a fuck. This is the sad reality of fighting these demons, man. They just target civilians. Yeah, very sad, very fucking sad. And one last clip. We have Pakistani protesters burning and trampling on pictures of Netanyahu and Trump. W for the Pakistani brothers, man. W for the Pakistani brothers and sisters.
Tempers are running high across Pakistan against the United States and Israel over their unprovoked military actions targeting Iran. The unprovoked aggression against Iran has sparked widespread condemnations, with many Pakistanis viewing the war as unjustified and a serious threat to regional peace and stability.
We are so proud of all the Iranian nation. We are so proud of all the Iranian leadership. And we are with them. We all will see that Israel, America, and all the nations who support the Zionism, these Zionists, they'll be no more on this earth. They'll be vanished from the earth, inshallah ta'ala.
Public discussions, whether in homes, on the streets, or across digital platforms, continues to reflect strong criticism of the ongoing military campaign by the US and Israel and its broader implications.
The aggression against Iran has triggered a unified national response, with Pakistanis openly denouncing US-led military action backed by Israel.
This growing sentiment has also translated into visible public solidarity with Iran, with citizens emphasizing unity among Muslim countries and urging collective action against external intervention.
Iran is determined to resist this hegemonic, pre-planned war waged by the United States and its allies, including Israel, against its people. We stand with the brave nation of Iran in its struggle against foreign aggression.
Across the country, people from different walks of life are voicing concerns over US and Israeli bombardment of civilian populations in Iran, calling on international organizations to hold both countries accountable for their war crimes.
We condemn the strikes by the United States and Israel that hit innocent children. The world must hold them accountable for these war crimes and ensure justice for the families who lost their loved ones.
Children in Pakistan are joining the call, demanding action against US-Israeli strikes on educational institutions and civilian populations.
The attacks by the United States and Israel against innocent children, including a strike on a school in Iran that has martyred scores of girls, reveal the devastating human cost of this aggression. We stand with the brave families in Iran. Their pain is our pain.
As the war continues into its second month, public sentiment in Pakistan remains firmly aligned with Iran, reflecting sustained opposition to the US-Israeli hostilities and a growing call for peace, stability, and respect for sovereignty in the region. Nasir Kazmi reporting for Press TV in.
Yeah, so W for the Pakistanis, man. On the right side of history. They stand with the Iranians, like majority of the world do. I think anyone with a pair of eyes and ears knows who's on the right side of this.